In the world of tennis, few names shine as brightly or as tragically as Boris Becker. He was once the golden boy of the sport, a teenager who stunned the world by winning Wimbledon at just 17 years old. With fiery red hair, a thunderous serve, and the fearlessness of youth, Becker became a global phenomenon overnight. But fast forward a few decades, and that same man, once worth millions, once applauded by roaring crowds, found himself in a cold, gray prison cell, sentenced for financial crimes that shocked the sports world. This is the story of how Boris Becker, one of the greatest to ever pick up a racket, lost everything: his money, his reputation, his freedom. This is not just the tale of a tennis legend, it's a cautionary journey through fame, fortune, and the consequences of poor decisions. The prodigy, Boris Becker's early career. Boris Franz Becker was born on November 22, 1967, in the small German town of Lyman. His father built a tennis center where young Boris honed his skills from a very early age. It didn't take long for coaches to realize that this boy had something special. By the time he was a teenager, he was competing in national tournaments, displaying a raw athleticism and competitive drive far beyond his years. Then came Wimbledon 1985. Just 17 years old, unseeded, and relatively unknown, Becker bulldozed through the field, diving across the grass, hammering down serves, and playing fearless, attacking tennis. He became the youngest male player ever to win the tournament, a record at the time, and the first German to do so. Becker instantly became a superstar. The pressure of fame, endorsements, and expectations followed, but so did more titles. He went on to win 6 Grand Slam titles, 3 Wimbledon crowns, 2 Australian Opens, and 1 US Open. He also reached the French Open final, narrowly missing a career Grand Slam. Known for his all-or-nothing play, he would throw himself at volleys and crush returns with brute force. In total, he won 49 singles titles and spent 12 weeks as world number 1. Becker wasn't just a champion, he was a warrior on court, captivating fans with emotion, power, and drama. Life beyond playing, Becker as a coach and personality. After retiring from professional tennis in 1999, Becker's life didn't slow down. He remained in the public eye, working as a commentator, author, businessman, and philanthropist. He became known for his charisma on German television, offering insights on the sport, and even appearing in talk shows and commercials. But arguably, his most successful post-retirement chapter came in 2013, when he joined Novak Djokovic's coaching team. It raised eyebrows at first. Becker hadn't coached anyone at that level before, but it proved to be a masterstroke. Under Becker's mentorship, Djokovic evolved. The Serbian star not only added more Grand Slams to his tally, but became mentally tougher and more confident in big matches. Between 2014 and 2016, Djokovic dominated the sport, winning 6 Grand Slam titles and holding all 4 majors at once, a feat not seen in men's tennis since Rod Laver. Becker was widely credited for sharpening Djokovic's mental game and preparing him for the big stage, especially in tight fifth sets and Grand Slam finals. Their collaboration ended in 2016, but it had already redefined Becker's legacy. Many believed he had fully transitioned from former star to master coach. But behind this coaching success, behind the confident public persona, Becker's private life was beginning to unravel. Financial problems begin to unfold. Despite earning tens of millions during his playing career, with prize money, endorsements, and appearance fees, Becker's finances were in disarray. Lavish spending, a costly divorce, child support payments, legal battles, and a string of failed investments slowly chipped away at his fortune. In 2017, the House of Cards finally collapsed. A London court declared Becker bankrupt over a debt of £3.5 million related to a property loan. It was a stunning development. One of tennis's most celebrated icons was officially broke. But things only got worse from there. Investigations began. The UK's Insolvency Service launched a detailed probe into Becker's financial affairs during the bankruptcy proceedings. What they uncovered was shocking. Authorities found that Becker had not been transparent about his assets. He had allegedly hidden millions of pounds worth of property and money, transferring large sums to family members and concealing bank accounts. Some of the most damning claims involved him hiding trophies and awards, including his 1985 and 1989 Wimbledon trophies and his 1991 Australian Open trophy, from trustees. In short, he was accused of deliberately trying to keep valuables out of reach from those he owed money to. In total, he faced 24 criminal charges under the UK's Insolvency Act. 4 of those charges stuck, including removal of property, non-disclosure, and concealment of debt. The sentence: prison time for Boris Becker. In April 2022, a London court sentenced Boris Becker to 2.5 years in prison. The judge made it clear Becker had misled the court and abused the bankruptcy process, all while living in what the prosecution called a lavish lifestyle. He was sent to HM Prison Wandsworth before being transferred to HM Prison Huntercombe, a lower security facility designed primarily for foreign nationals awaiting deportation. It was a dramatic fall for a man once seen as a national treasure, now reduced to prison food, a bunk bed, and a stripped-down life behind bars. Becker served 8 months of his sentence before being released in December 2022. He was deported back to Germany and, as part of his parole terms, was barred from re-entering the UK for several years. During his time behind bars, Becker reportedly taught fitness classes to fellow inmates and kept a low profile. In later interviews, he described the experience as deeply humbling and emotionally crushing, but also transformational. Rebuilding a life, the aftermath and redemption. Arc after his release, Boris Becker didn't hide. He spoke publicly about the pain of incarceration and the lessons he had learned. He admitted to mistakes, to trusting the wrong people, and to being careless with his money. But he also spoke about a desire to rebuild. In May 2024, Becker's bankruptcy was formally discharged by a UK court. This signaled that he had fulfilled key requirements and made progress toward resolving his financial obligations. Much of that included selling personal memorabilia, including trophies, rackets, watches, and other tennis-related items, to pay off debts. Today, Becker is slowly working his way back into the tennis world, offering commentary during major events and hinting at possible coaching roles in the future. His reputation has been bruised, perhaps permanently, but his story remains complex. He is not simply a criminal or a fallen star. He is a brilliant athlete who made grave financial mistakes and who is now trying, step by step, to find a second life. Legacy and reflection. Boris Becker's life is a powerful reminder that success in sport doesn't guarantee success in life. Fame can be blinding, fortune can be fleeting, and poor decisions, especially repeated over time, can come with devastating consequences. But his story also shows that even those who fall the hardest can find a way back. It takes honesty, humility, and time, and, for Becker perhaps, a little more forgiveness from the public. He'll always be remembered as a champion, the boy who ruled Wimbledon with a serve and a smile. But now, he's also a symbol of how quickly it can all disappear if you lose control of the life behind the spotlight. And remember, if you are tired of feeling stuck in your tennis journey, training hard but not seeing real results, struggling with injuries, inconsistency, or feeling like you're not reaching your true potential, is because you're not doing what the pros do. The difference between staying where you are and playing like a pro isn't just talent, it's having the right system, mindset, and support. That's exactly why I created the Tennis Motivation Academy, for players who refuse to settle. If you're serious about leveling up, this is your shortcut. You'll get the Become a Pro Player Guide, so you train with the same structure as top athletes. Elite fitness routines, so you move faster, hit harder, and outlast your opponents. Injury prevention system, because pain shouldn't hold you back. A private community of winners, because who you surround yourself with matters. Spots are limited and doors won't stay open forever. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting the same results. Don't wait, take action now. The link is in the description. That's it for today. If you found this video useful, leave a like, subscribe, and share it with your tennis friends. See you in the next one.